Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be deep diving into something.
Ooh, deep dive.
I know, right?
I love it.
It's something that you probably, you use every day, but you don't really think about it too much until it breaks.
Right.
Which is your smartphone touchscreen.
It's true.
I mean, we rely on these things like for everything. And
Well, absolutely.
it's just incredible how much we depend on them. But
Yeah.
have you ever stopped to think about how fragile they really are?
Oh, yeah.
So to help us kind of unpack all this,
Okay.
we've got a couple of really interesting sources today.
Awesome.
So first off, we have this Q&A with a smartphone repair expert
Okay.
who, sees these problems all the time, and they're talking about kind of the most common issues that they see in their shop.
Gotcha.
And then to give us like a real behind-the-scenes look,
Okay.
we've got a video from the Sydney CBD Repair Center
Cool.
that's documenting a OnePlus 12 screen replacement.
Nice.
So, okay, imagine this.
Okay.
You've just gotten like the brand new OnePlus 12, right? It's sleek, it's powerful.
Yeah.
It's everything you wanted.
The latest and greatest.
But then you notice just a tiny little crack in the corner of the screen.
Oh, no.
And you're thinking to yourself,
It's a little scratch, right?
yeah, like it's no big deal,
Cosmetic.
right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what if I told you
What you told
that
me?
that tiny crack could completely disable your touch function?
Wow. You would not believe how often that happens.
Really?
I mean, we tend to think about, cracked screens as, like you said, a cosmetic issue.
Right.
But in reality,
Yeah.
even the tiniest impact can mess up the technology that makes your touchscreen actually work.
Right. Because it's not just about the glass on top, is it?
Exactly. There's a whole lot going on underneath that surface.
So what is going on under there?
Okay, so basically underneath that glass,
Uh-huh.
you've got this grid of sensors
Okay.
that are super sensitive.
Wow.
It's like this invisible web that lets your phone know hey, you're touching me. But when that web gets messed up, even by the smallest crack, the whole system can just stop working.
So in this video we're watching, they're showing a OnePlus 12
Yeah.
with that exact problem.
Oh, wow.
Tiny crack. And the touch screen just doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
And they were pointing out how the placement of the display connector on this specific phone
Right.
makes it even more likely to get damaged.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So can you explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, so the display connector is basically the bridge between your screen and all the phone's circuitry.
Okay.
And on the OnePlus 12, it's located right in the corner.
Oh, so like where you would drop it?
Exactly. It's like a high impact zone.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they even call it a sensitive point in the video.
Sensitive point, huh?
Uh-huh.
It makes you wonder if they're sacrificing durability just to make the phone look sleek and thin.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough balance for these manufacturers.
Right.
They're trying to pack in as much tech as they can into the slimmest possible design.
Right.
And sometimes that means the compromises have to be made.
So then when that sensitive point does get damaged, what happens? Then
Yeah.
this video takes us through the whole repair process, and it's honestly fascinating
Really?
to see just how intricate it all is.
Yeah, it's definitely not a job for just anyone.
Oh, I can imagine.
You need special tools and a steady hand and a really deep understanding of how these things work.
Right.
You gotta carefully remove the broken screen, then disconnect all these tiny components.
Oh, wow.
And then you have to prepare the housing for the new display.
That sounds like a lot.
It is. And that's where using, good quality parts and going to a reputable repair shop is so important.
Oh, totally. You don't want to just trust your phone with anyone.
Right.
Speaking of which, in the video, they're using a genuine OnePlus 12 display.
Oh, good.
I'm guessing that makes a big difference.
It's huge. Using aftermarket parts can be tempting because they're cheaper,
Right.
but you're really taking a gamble on the quality and you know how well it'll actually work with your phone. A genuine part is going to give you the best performance and make sure your phone lasts.
And I'm sure a place like Sydney CBD Repair Center probably offers a warranty.
Yeah.
So that takes some of the stress out of it,
Yeah,
if something goes wrong.
for sure. It means they stand behind their work and the parts they use.
Yeah, and watching the video, I was really impressed with how careful the technician was with each step.
Yeah.
It's not just like slapping on a new screen.
No, they're basically restoring the whole phone.
Right back to how it was.
Exactly.
And if it's not done right,
Yeah.
what could happen?
Oh, all sorts of things. Imagine they use the wrong adhesive or don't seal the display properly.
Wow.
You could end up with dust and moisture getting inside.
Wow, that's a nightmare.
Yeah, and that can cause all sorts of problems.
So, okay, we've talked about repairs.
Yeah.
But is there anything we can do to prevent this kind of damage in the first place?
Absolutely. Prevention is key.
Right.
Investing in a good case and a screen protector can go a long way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, it can really lower the risk of damage from drops and scratches.
And just being careful with our phones in general.
Exactly.
Not tossing them on the couch or whatever.
Right. Like, develop good habits.
Yeah.
Treat your phone with a little respect, and it'll last you a lot longer.
This deep dive has really made me realize just how fragile our touchscreens are
It's true.
and how much we rely on them.
Yeah, it's like our whole digital lives depend on this thin piece of glass.
Seriously.
But I think it's a good reminder that even though our phones are super sophisticated,
Yeah.
they still need to be taken care of.
Right.
And when things go wrong, finding a professional repair shop is the best way to go.
Yeah. One that uses quality parts and offers warranty.
Exactly.
Well said. We've covered a lot today, from like the tech behind touchscreens to the whole repair process.
Yeah, we have.
But I'm curious about the future. With foldable screens and all this new technology, how do you think smartphone repairs are going to change? It really makes you think, what's going to happen with repairs and stuff?
Oh, yeah. That's a whole other ball game.
Like foldable screens.
Foldable screens.
It just adds like another layer of complexity to it.
It really does.
Could you imagine the tools they must need to fix those?
I know, it's crazy.
It's like a screen that bends in half.
How do you even start to fix that, right?
Right.
And I think as all the components in phones get smaller and more integrated,
Right.
the need for like really skilled technicians is only going to increase.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're already seeing things like microsoldering becoming essential.
Wow.
And I think even more advanced techniques are going to be needed in the future.
It's like a whole new type of engineering.
It really is.
So all this new tech and complexity.
Yeah.
Do you think that means repairs are going to get more expensive?
Oh, most likely. I mean, if you need special tools and expertise to fix a foldable screen,
Right.
it's going to cost more.
That's true. But maybe there's an upside to all this. Like, what if we get some innovations that actually make repairs easier
Oh, that would be great.
and maybe even cheaper?
Yeah, like what if they made phones more modular?
Modular.
Yeah, so you could just swap out a broken part yourself.
Oh, that'd be so much easier.
Right.
And probably better for the environment, too.
Definitely less e-waste.
So it sounds like the future of repairs is kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah, I think so.
More complexity, but also more opportunity for innovation.
Exactly.
This has been a fascinating deep dive.
It has.
I know I'm going to be extra careful with my phone from now on.
Me too.
And if anything happens,
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to a reputable repair shop.
Good choice.
So for everyone listening, what's the one thing you hope they remember from this?
I think the biggest takeaway is just how important your touchscreen is.
Okay.
It's how we interact with our phones, and even a small crack can cause major problems.
Right.
So take care of your phone, be mindful of how you handle it, and if you need a repair, find a good professional who uses quality parts and offers a warranty.
Great advice. All right, so that's it for today's deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
We'd love to hear your thoughts, though. Have you ever had a cracked screen disaster?
Oh, yeah.
Any crazy repair stories?
Let us know.
Hit us up in the comments or on social media. We love hearing from you guys.
Absolutely.
As always, stay curious, keep learning,
Yeah.
and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Center. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.